Michelle O'Neill is joining us. She is a family lawyer, an attorney with a family law practice. You were here this morning on Daybreak. We were talking about the possibilities, of which there were a number, which way the court might go. What a difference a few hours makes.
That's right. That's right. Now we know for sure.
And it is, as you describe it, the full enchilada. There were some decisions that could have, if it's even possible, done equality part and parcel. And this is all in.
Yeah, this was the whole decision. Everything that anybody wanted it to be, it certainly gave it to us.
Absolutely the best option. Now, we don't want to rain on anyone's parade here, but by the letter of the law, none of this really is in full effect until the mandate is handed down in 2 weeks?
In about 2 weeks. Technically, an appellate opinion isn't in effect until the mandate issues, and that's about 2 weeks from now.
Let's talk about the opinion as it was authored by Justice Kennedy. He said this in part: it would misunderstand these men and women to say they disrespect the idea of marriage. Their plea is that they do respect it so deeply that they seek to find its fulfillment for themselves. Their hope is not to be condemned to live in loneliness, excluded from one of civilization's oldest institutions. What was your first impression when you read that part of the opinion, the closing paragraph?
Yeah, I thought that the opinion overall was very emotional and very touching, and it really struck an emotional chord with me. You know, being grateful for my husband and for the ability of people out there to have relationships like I have and like many people have, that and now, you know, people that have not been able to have that are able to.
Jim Douglas was interviewing a couple. They're not married, but they have a 6-year-old child. There are many same-sex couples.
Yes.
Who also have children. They've either adopted or gone through other means to have biological children. How many times in your practice have you had to work and take extraordinary lengths to make sure those children are protected in the same way under the law as heterosexual couples who can marry?
Yeah, it comes up a lot in my practice, and unfortunately the remedies have been very limited for same-sex couples that have children, and the non-biological parent is treated somewhat as an afterthought. One case that I had comes to mind, a now very dear friend of mine, but she was the non-biological parent, and she ended up not seeing that child ever again because she didn't have legal standing to have a relationship with the child that wasn't her biological child. I have to hope that now, under the new opinion and the new state of things for same-sex couples, that people that are like her will have a different outcome.
And I want to end on that this opinion does include specifically the inequality that children of same-sex couples have to live with. It was described as a stigma. That stigma now lifted here on this date, June 26th. Michelle, thank you.
It's a historic day.